Rank League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 132. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? Into March, into the first quarter of the year. January, February, March. As I have done annually, this is my top 3 movies of the first quarter of 2024. January and February were very weak as far as the frequency of new releases. In January, I went to see The Beekeeper. New David Ayer, Jason Statham kicking ass. After that, I think the next movie I saw literally was Argyle. Super Bowl weekend? First weekend in February, Groundhog Day weekend, because I think Super Bowl was after that weekend. Yes, because I went back to the crib. I double billed Bob Marley and Madam Web in the same day. I take those. I jump on those grenades so y'all don't have to. And then I didn't go back to the movies until March. March had something every weekend. Dune Part 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, Arthur the King, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, Godzilla and Kong the New Empire. That's not counting anything streaming for the whole quarter. But overall, this was a light quarter. March just picked up the slack. 3-1. Let's just jump in. My third favorite movie of the first quarter of 2024 was Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Not quite as good as Afterlife. Still very entertaining. It expands upon it's the fourth Ghostbusters movie in this canonical timeline, whatever. It's of the 5 Ghostbusters movie, only the Paul Feig one isn't in this continuity. And they're still world building, they're still expanding. The ghosts are still creepy and interesting. There are a lot of personal subplots with the new characters. They don't rely so much upon the original characters that it feels like they're taking over. I really enjoy what they're doing with this, and I hope that this Descendants of Spangler story can continue. At number 2, I feel like this might surprise some people. But my second favorite movie of the first quarter of the year was Argyle. Matthew Vaughn, twists and turns, Sam Rockwell kicking ass, Bryce Dallas Howard writing what is coming to actual spy existence to an extent. It's an action spy version of Stranger Than Fiction and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. It was very fun. Nobody else liked this movie as much as I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I want the franchise to expand and continue. My favorite movie of the first quarter of the year is everybody's favorite movie of the first quarter of the year. It's Dune Part 2. It's, again, world building, character development. It's young Hollywood just flexing. Fucking Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Austin Butler, Florence Pugh. Just we're here. We're taking over. We are the future of cinema. Denis Villeneuve, just a masterclass in everything great about this movie. I like the way it ends. We're gonna get another. I'm shocked that it's not officially announced yet, that Warner Brothers hasn't greenlit. It's coming. It's just I'm more likely than not talking about this movie in December. I can't officially say that for the other 2 movies I just talked about. But Dune Part 2 is one of the best movies of 2024, and in December will still be one of the best movies of 2024. Acting, story, visuals, like I said, it improves on everything that the first Dune Part 1 did good. This movie does it great. What movies did you guys like in the first quarter of 2024? I'm very curious to know. Kind of plug in the next episode of the podcast that drops in the next day or two. Second quarter, Monkey Man is coming. Abigail is coming. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is coming. The Fall Guy, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, If, Furiosa, Garfield, Bad Boys, Inside Out, The Bike Riders, A Quiet Place Day One. What are you guys looking forward to in the second quarter? Let me know. I've recently done reviews for Godzilla and Kong, Ghostbusters, upcoming, hopefully, Monkey Man. Be on the lookout, man. Second quarter preview on the podcast, like I said, in the next day or two. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.